My rich best friend demanded I lend her money for a lavish trip, insisting, "You'll make more anyway." When I refused, she blocked me and took off with her new boyfriend. Weeks later, she called me crying, "Please, I have nothing left." I took a deep breath and said, "Remember what you told me? You'll make more anyway." I met Olivia during our freshman year at the University of Chicago. She was everything I wasn't: outgoing, effortlessly charming, and from a wealthy family. Despite our differences, we became inseparable. I came from a modest background, working part-time jobs to support myself through college, while Olivia's parents funded her education and lavish lifestyle. Yet, our friendship thrived, built on mutual support and shared experiences. After graduation, Olivia landed a high-paying job in marketing, and I secured a position as a software developer. We both moved to New York City, where the cost of living was steep, but we managed. Olivia's salary allowed her to maintain the upscale lifestyle she was accustomed to, while I budgeted carefully to make ends meet. One evening, Olivia called me, her voice bubbling with excitement. "Guess what? Ethan and I are planning a trip to the Maldives. It's going to be amazing. You have to come with us." Ethan was Olivia's new boyfriend, a charismatic entrepreneur she'd been dating for a few months. While I was happy for her, I couldn't ignore the nagging feeling that she was moving too fast. "Olivia, that sounds incredible, but I don't think I can afford a trip like that right now," I replied, trying to mask my disappointment. "Oh, come on," she coaxed. "You work in tech. You'll make more money anyway. Consider it an investment in memories." I sighed. I really can't. My finances are tight, and I have other priorities. Her tone shifted, irritation creeping in. "I can't believe you're being so stubborn. I thought you'd jump at the chance." "I'm sorry, Olivia. I just can't swing it," I said firmly. The call ended abruptly. The next day, I discovered she'd blocked me on all social media platforms and wasn't responding to my texts. I was stunned. Our years of friendship discarded over a vacation dispute. Weeks passed. I focused on my work, trying to move past the hurt. Then, late one night, my phone rang. It was Olivia. Hesitating, I answered. Through sobs, she confessed, "Ethan left me. He took everything. I'm broke and alone." I didn't know who else to call. I took a deep breath, memories of our friendship flooding back. "Olivia, remember what you told me. You'll make more anyway." She was silent, then whispered, "I was a terrible friend. I'm so sorry." I softened. "Let's meet tomorrow and talk." We met at a small cafe in Brooklyn. Olivia looked nothing like the confident woman I once knew. She was vulnerable, remorseful. "I was blinded by my lifestyle and took our friendship for granted," she admitted. "I understand if you can't forgive me." I reached across the table, taking her hand. "We all make mistakes. Let's rebuild our friendship, one step at a time." From that day, Olivia worked hard to regain stability. She found a new job and learned to manage her finances. Our friendship, though scarred, grew stronger. We both learned the value of empathy, understanding, and the true meaning of support. Life has a way of teaching us lessons through unexpected avenues. Olivia's fall from grace was a wake-up call for both of us, highlighting the importance of humility and the enduring strength of genuine friendship. After that cafe meeting, I really thought Olivia had changed. She seemed sincere, humble even. She got a job at a mid-sized PR firm in Manhattan, started dressing more modestly, moved into a cheaper apartment in Queens. We met every other week: coffee, walks in the park, quiet catch-ups. I felt like we were building something real again. 3 months in, I started noticing things that didn't add up. She borrowed $100 here and there. "Just until Friday," she'd say. Always had a reason. "I forgot my rent's due," or "my card got flagged again." I didn't mind at first, it wasn't like before. But the small amounts turned into $300, then $500. Each time she swore it was the last. One day she called me, nearly in tears, said her mom had a stroke back in Connecticut and she needed to fly out immediately but couldn't afford the ticket. I didn't think twice. I sent her $450. She didn't talk much for 2 weeks after that. When I finally asked how her mom was doing, she blinked, paused, then said, "She's recovering slowly." I didn't push. Maybe it was too painful. But that same night, someone from our old college friend group, Marcus, texted me a photo. It was Olivia, dressed to kill, at a rooftop bar in Miami with a guy I didn't recognize. The date stamp? 2 days after she told me her mom had a stroke. My heart dropped. I called her, no answer. Texted, blue ticks, no reply. That tightness in my chest? Rage. Disbelief. I sat up all night scrolling her private Instagram account. She must have forgotten she hadn't removed me. There were 3 stories, poolside cocktails, a rented jet ski, and a shopping bag from Balenciaga. I didn't confront her. Not yet. I wanted the truth straight from her. A week later, we met for coffee. I pretended everything was fine. She told me her job was stressful, said she was trying to keep things low-key. I nodded. She didn't mention Miami. Then I asked, "How's your mom?" She blinked. Still in ICU. Cold. Calculated. That's when I knew this wasn't a one-time slip. She was playing me again. "You sure?" I said calmly. "Because Marcus sent me pics of you in Miami. Looked like you were having the time of your life." Her smile dropped. Her face turned pale. I needed a break. It was a last-minute trip. A friend paid for it. "You told me your mom had a stroke," I cut in. "You asked me for money." Lied. Again. She started tearing up, hands shaking. I was panicking. I didn't know how to ask for help without a real reason. "I didn't think you'd just give it to me." My voice was flat. "You're right. I wouldn't. That's why you made something up." There was silence. Long, heavy. "I'm sorry," she whispered. I didn't say anything. Just stood up and left. That was 2 weeks ago. I blocked her everywhere. But today, I got an email from an unknown Gmail address. Subject line, "Please read." No text. Just a photo attachment, her wrist, bandaged. A hospital bracelet. A timestamp from the ER. Now I don't know what's real anymore. I don't know what to believe. But I feel the storm's not over. Not yet. I didn't respond to the email. I wasn't sure if it was another lie, another play for sympathy. She'd already cried wolf too many times. But the photo, it got in my head. The bracelet looked real. The hospital name, Mount Sinai Beth Israel. The timestamp was from just 2 nights ago. I didn't sleep that night. By morning, I decided to check. Not for her, but for my own peace of mind. I called the hospital, asked if someone named Olivia had been admitted. They wouldn't give me details, but they did confirm someone by that name had been checked in around that time. So now I was even more confused. Later that evening, I got a call. It was from a blocked number. I almost didn't answer, but curiosity won. "Hey," her voice cracked, soft like gravel. "Please don't hang up." I didn't say anything. "I didn't lie this time," she said. "I was in the ER. It wasn't a suicide attempt or anything. It was an OD. Not on purpose." I stayed silent, waiting. "It's been bad," she continued. "The debt, the lies. I've been spiraling. I was with this guy, Ray. He got me into some crap. Gambling mostly. But other stuff too. I didn't know how to get out. That name. Ray." I remembered a guy in one of her Insta stories from a while back. Bald head, snake tattoo on his neck. Looked shady even through pixels. I thought I could fix it. Hustle, lie, borrow, juggle, just enough to survive. But the hole kept getting bigger. I started using again. I froze. Again? That word changed everything. I had no idea she'd ever used before. We'd gone to college together. Lived in the same city for years. She hid it well. When did it start? I finally asked. Junior year. Pills at first. Then coke after I moved to New York. Ray got me hooked again after Ethan left. I sat there stunned. My throat felt dry. "I lied to you," she said. "About the trip. About my mom. About everything. I know I don't deserve it, but I need help. Real help." "What do you want from me?" I asked. "A place to stay. Just for a week." I'm going into rehab next Monday. I already signed up. I didn't answer. I couldn't. My brain was screaming no. Every part of me remembered the lies, the betrayal, the manipulation. But then there was this other voice, the one that had seen her at her best, the one that knew she was broken long before I noticed. Give me the name of the place, I said finally. If it's real, I'll think about it. She sent it a minute later. I looked it up, real. Decent reviews. Intensive outpatient program, 21 days minimum. But then another twist came. The next day, I got a call from my bank. There were 2 unauthorized charges on my credit card. One for $1,200 at a high-end boutique in Soho. Another for $400 at a hotel. My stomach dropped. I hadn't used that card in weeks. I checked my old emails. There it was. Months ago, I'd sent Olivia a rideshare receipt. She must have had access to that email chain, maybe even the card number. I froze. I called her. No answer. 30 minutes later, I got a text. I messed up again. Please don't give up on me. I stared at the screen for a long time. My head pounded. I wanted to scream. But more than anything, I wanted to know, was this just another game? Or was she really drowning this time? Because I was starting to feel like she'd take me down with her. I didn't reply right away. I sat with it for days. Kept thinking about the rehab, the overdoses, the lies, the stolen money. I kept thinking about how deep I was in this mess, not just financially, but emotionally. And that pissed me off more than anything. I'd let her crawl back into my life. I gave her chances. Over and over. And she kept choosing to burn me. The thing that made me snap wasn't the stolen money. It was realizing I'd been easy. Not kind. Not forgiving. Just easy. A doormat. And she knew it. That was the real betrayal. I didn't call her back. I didn't warn her. I just filed a police report. Reported the fraud. Reported the stolen card info. Sent in the evidence, texts, timestamps, store transactions. Even gave them her last known address, the name of the guy she'd been seen with. Ray. Then I took it a step further. I emailed the rehab center she'd mentioned, told them she was potentially using fake identities or stealing cards to pay for her spot. They replied, thanked me, said they'd look into it. I thought I'd feel guilty. I didn't. About a week later, I got a call from an NYPD detective. Said they picked up a woman named Olivia at a hotel downtown. Found multiple fake IDs for credit cards that weren't hers, including mine. She'd been arrested on the spot. Ray was nowhere to be found. The detective asked if I wanted to press full charges. I said yes. Every single one. She called me from jail. I didn't pick up. She sent a letter. Handwritten. Said she hated herself. Said she never meant to hurt me. Said she was scared. That she didn't know who she was anymore. I didn't respond. The trial took months. I sat in the courtroom the whole time. She looked small. Tired. Nothing like the Olivia I knew back in college. The lawyers tried to make her look like a victim. Said she was manipulated by Ray. Said drugs made her reckless. Said she deserved a chance. I thought about standing up. Telling the judge about the lies, the friendship she used like currency, how she looked me in the eye and kept stealing anyway. But I stayed silent. Let the facts speak for themselves. She got 18 months. A slap on the wrist, honestly. But it was something. After sentencing, her mom showed up outside the courthouse. I'd only met her once before, years ago. She looked at me, eyes full of sadness. Said she was sorry. Said Olivia was sick, not evil. I didn't argue. But I did say this. She wasn't sick when she told me I'd make more money anyway. She wasn't sick when she faked her mom's stroke. And she wasn't sick when she stole my card the night she begged me for help. Her mom nodded. No defense. Just tears. I walked away and never looked back. Olivia tried writing me from prison. I never opened the letters. I didn't win anything. I lost a friend, time, money, trust. But I learned something brutal. Being a good person doesn't mean being someone's safety net. Especially when they're holding the scissors. Sometimes the only way to save yourself is to let them drown.